Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy LT the Sage coming to you with a live stream. We are about to get into the live letter tonight. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Yo, it's good to be back on the ones and twos. It's good to be back live streaming for you guys. If you saw that, if you coming from TikTok or my IG reels, you know, we have fun over here in the Sage Network, but we're gonna go ahead and sit back, relax, enjoy some of this good live letter producer. They're popping it up, so let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys have any questions, issues, again, we do have a live poll in the chat, so if you want to go ahead and let me know how you feel. What are you most excited for tonight? Are you excited for that Sage class info? Sage, I mean, that's what we're here for. Are you excited for that any other battle system class information that may come through? Red Mage, Summoner, or are you interested in that Reaper class or story, if you want to know what's going on with the story? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my next here. Everything should be working. Okay, it's not working. We'll get it working, don't worry. All right, so we good. Looks like we good. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good, y'all. It's a little dark. Okay. Turn this music down for y'all guys. And then we're gonna make sure this browser sound is going off. Whoa. All right. Let me know if that sound, how that sound. Hopefully that sounds okay. Excited to see what they got cooked up. Of course, they on CPT time, color people time. Let me go ahead and try to get this browser. Boom. There we go. Everything's set and ready to go. You get all of this face. All of this face right here. All right, let's go. What am I most excited about? I'm most excited about that Sage class info. So we're going to go ahead and pop up. We're going to bring down this background music a little bit. Let's go ahead and take off the music for y'all, because we want to get into the mode. We want to get into our mode right now. The Final Fantasy, just listen to the beautiful music. Just the serenation. If that's a word. Is serenation a word? I hope it's a word. The serenation, okay, of this music. Just imagine yourself in Eorzea. Imagine you're just in a plain, just plains, nothing else, grass. Just imagine yourself, exfoliation, clear. You have your scythe right next to you. You are a newly found reaper with your scythe in hand. You're walking through the fields. You're plowing. Oh man, are you plowing? Grains, seeds, water, all combined. You're a farmer. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you already know that I'm interested. I'm excited for the Sage class info. That's what I'm excited for. So that is what we're gonna touch on. Sage class info. Sign in. I love it. I love technology. I guess like I can't I guess I can't put in for my own thing. Wrong password. Okay. Two-step authorization. Guess that's a good thing, right? Yes, it's me. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa, starting screen, baby. Starting screen. That looks beautiful. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. We going to the moon. Good morning.
Thank you very much for tuning in and welcome to the Final Fantasy XIV letter from the producer live number 66.
Thank you for watching. My name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. 皆さんおはようございます。Final Fantasy XIV プロデューサー兼ディレクターの吉田です。よろしくお願いします。
はい、そして今日はゲストにあゆみさんがいらっしゃいます。あゆみさんお願いします。
Hi. Hello, my name is Aimi. I'll be helping with translation support for today's broadcast. 今回の通訳サポートを務めさせていただきます。徳竹愛美です。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
And lastly, my name is Toshio Morochi, also known as Fox Clone, your global community producer here. 信号を務めますコミュニティチームモルボルことムロウチです。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
はい、
はい。
よろしくお願いします。
ということで、まず最初に
いやまあちょっと押したのはさ、はい、まあ僕がギリギリまでタバコ行ってたってのも悪いんだけど、オープニング画面をね、いかにうまく見せるかっていうのをギリギリまで測った。
Oh, frozen. Okay. All right. Let's reset.
So we started just a little bit late to this time. Of course, Yoshida had to step out to smoke a cigarette, but that's beside the point. We were trying to show off that opening sequence there on that screen, and we wanted to time it just right. And we were struggling until the very last minute there, so apologies.
Yeah, there was a hot debate here. ケンケンガクガクやっておりました。無事できてよかった。Yeah, good to show. かっこよかったです。
ありがとうございます。結構調整実は大変で、まあ巨大なものをこう動かすんだけど、14って可変フレームレートなので、やっぱちょっとやっぱり微妙にその描画精度でちょっと落ちたりずれたりとかして、うまい速度に合わせるのが結構難航して、サウンドに渡すのもフィックス渡すのも結構遅くなったんで、ご迷惑をおかけしました。
Thank you so much. It was quite a struggle, a big undertaking to make the different adjustments. When we're trying to move large objects on screen, of course, with the fluctuating frame rate, it is a very challenging element to kind of render. And depending on the quality of the rendering, it's quite difficult to get the timing just right. So we did struggle on that. I'm afraid it did delay us in handing over the animation over to the sound.
Okay, that makes sense.
で、今日はなんですけど、今日の PLL はちょっと特殊な回なので、まず最初に今日がなんでどういう段取りなのかをちょっと説明させていただきます。はい。So this later live is kind of special one. So let me explain what is the setup for today. まず、今日は通訳、あゆみさんに通訳に入っていただいて、日本語と英語のバイリンガル放送で、行います。So first and foremost, this later live is the bilingual in both Japanese and English. So
yeah, mine is skipping a little bit, so we're gonna hold on.
Help translating your system's speech. And then during the later live, how it works is Yoshida-san basically speaks in Japanese, and then Ayumi-san translate his comments into English. Soまず吉田さんが原則日本語でもろもろ説明していきます。で、それを
Stream is choppy.
随時訳していってくれるというスタイルで進みます。で、私ですけれども、毎回これも言うんですけど、私は自分で訳していくんですが、今日何部か構成なんですけど、最後のお知らせコーナーが来るので、私からは大して重要なことは申しません。ので、あれ今モルボールなんか通訳し忘れてるじゃんとかあっても気にしないで特にあはって言ってるだけだなって思っておいていただければいいかなと思いますので、そういうご理解でよろしくお願いいたします。So and then I will translate by myself. But if you notice, if I miss translating something, but just leave it because nothing important information is coming from my mouth anyway. So
oh no. Yeah, OBS is just killing.
I am just nodding
chugging
and then saying, wow, it is all my job is. So just leave it. And then today's Letter Lab has 3 major sections. The first part is all about the new jobs. Job changes, adjustments, followed by the battle-related updates.
Let's fix it.
We are going to have some other updates. So there are 3 major sections for today. 今日は大きく3部構成になっておりまして、最初は皆さんお待ちかねジョブ関連、全部お待ちかねなんですけど、最初はジョブ関連調整のお話をします。 続いてバトル関連、今日は主に PVE ですけれども、バトル関連の調整のお話、そしてさらにその他のいくつかお知らせがありますので、そういう話をやっていって、まあ賞味4時間ぐらいですかね。
わかんないな。まあ今日私こちらにニコニコと、Twitch と YouTube とコメントが全部あるんで、大概こっちに行ってる場合コメント見てると思ってください。
So just to let you know, Yoshida-san has the monitors for Nico Nico, Twitch, and YouTube broadcasts, and he's following along with some of the comments. So don't mind him if he kind of drifts off to the side of the screen. He's just checking the comments.
そうです。で、私のはちなみにこっち側なので、私はこっち見てると。Yeah, my screens are placed here, so I will looking at here this direction to check your comments. はい、皆さんのコメント、私の方は画面こっちにありますので、私がこっちを見てるときは、なるほど、なんかコメント読んでんだなと思っていただければと思いますので、よろしくお願いします。
結構ね、見てるか吉田とかね、寝てるかとかね、書かれてるんですけどね。あと眠そうって結構ありますね。
We were seeing comments like, "Oh, Yoshida's actually looking at our comments. Oh, he looks kind of sleepy, and is he asleep?" etc. etc.
寝てたらね、発売できないんだ。
There's no time for sleep. We won't be able to release the game if we're taking time to sleep.
Check that GPU. The GPU's running fine. GPU's running fine, baby. Look at that. GPU only 67%. So that shouldn't be causing the issues.
Large FF14 is. You all play the game, and we have to check every single aspect of it, from not just the main parts of it, but even the nooks and crannies of the subquests as well. So there's no time for sleep.
なので、今日は今モルボルが言ってくれたように、今日と次回の PLL で 6.0 ドーンとご紹介するんですけど、今日は主に PVE、それからバトル関係のシステム周りだったりとか、アップデートの、詳細というより、ジョブに関してはコンセプトをお伝えしていく回になってます。で、例えば PVP の新しいコンテンツとか、ギャザクラとかっていうのは次回の PLL で特集するので、そこはぜひご承知おきください。
Of course, as Foxconn just mentioned, we will be covering the different elements with this PLL, and we will have another follow-up immediately before the release of Endwalker, but we will be covering the different elements of the new expansion. So for this PLL, it's going to be primarily about the PvE items, the battle system updates, and the job changes. We won't delve too far into detail for each individual jobs, but we would like to go over the different concept that went into the different updates that we'll be making. Unfortunately, PvP and Disciples of the Land in Hand information will be next PLL, so I'm afraid we will not be covering it during today's broadcast, so apologies in advance.
で、あと特筆すべきなのは、やっぱりジョブの例えば
All right, it looks like it's working. I think we got it fixed. So we could be back. All right, let's listen in.
明日からいよいよメディアツアーがスタートします。で、メディアの皆さんには一足早くですね、特定のエリアと、全部ジョブレベル90でプレイをしていただいてですね、メディアの皆さんとかインフルエンサーの皆さんが、全世界一斉に情報解禁して、インプレッション上がると思うので、ぜひそちらをですね、詳細はね、見ていただければなと思っております。はい。
And of course, we also wanted to make note that with the different job updates, I'm afraid we won't go into detail. So we won't be like, oh, Paladin's going to do this and the action's going to be like that and potencies is this and this and that. Well, one thing, if we said everything, it would take forever for the broadcast. But we will be doing a media tour where we invite members of the media as well as influencers to get a glimpse of the new content, some of the new areas, and all of the jobs available at the upcoming level cap of level 90. So they will be creating information and content to share with you, and they will go live after an embargo lifts. So I hope that people will tune into that information.
Okay, so Same deal as last time. Media tour information is where we're going to get really a lot of the
久し
specifics.
ぶりに MMO 談義ができそうでちょっと楽しみだなみたいなのもねいくつかあるんで、まあ、その辺をね気力にしながら頑張っていこうかなと思います。
And the one thing that I'm really excited about is that we do have a lot of Western influencers joining us this time for this media tour. And so I am so excited to talk MMO shop with them in my interviews. So that's going to be kind of like what I'm going to be looking forward to throughout this media event.
はい、でこのメディアツアーの、記事とかレビューとかはですね、全世界一斉に10月中旬頃に公開される予定になっておりますので、そちらをぜひお待ちいただければと思います。So the review and the articles from this media tours will be available globally at the timing of the middle October. So please look forward to it.
じゃあ早速始めていこうとは思うんですけど。
Okay, so media tour confirmed middle of October.
確認させてください。まず一つ目、今日お伝えしていく情報はやっぱりエンドウォーカー行月のフィナーレまだ開発中です。最後の最後、本当にギリギリまでバランス調整やってるので、今日お伝えした内容が変わる可能性があるっていうのは、まずご理解ください。
So before we jump into the main part of the show, we would like to bring up two additional points. First of which is, of course, we'll be talking about ENDWALKER today, but we are still making final adjustments. It is still in development, and so please understand that some of these elements are subject to change.
そしてですね、もう一つ大事なことなんですけど、確かに私疲れております。疲れているのは事実なんですが、怒ってるのとか、そういうのはないです。顔がね、そういう顔なんです。怒ってたりとかは決してしてないので、真面目に話すとなぜかね怒ってるって言われるんでね、そこはご理解をいただきたいのと、まあちょっとやっぱ疲れば確かに疲れてるんで。
Perfect, Alexander. I like my man's shirt.
ちょっとどもったりとかする可能性があるんですけど、今日はちょっとすいませんご容赦いただけると。
Looks like he has the new icons.
And one important thing,
for Reaper.
I am tired. That is a fact. I'm sorry. And people have asked, Yoshida, are you angry? And I am not. I'm just, this is the way I look. This is my face. So whenever I'm talking about something serious, I apparently give off the impression that I'm angry. But please understand, I am not. I am tired, so I might, my speech might not catch up with me quite. I might stutter at times, but please understand.
いつもじゃんって書かれてる YouTube.
Yeah, that's good disclaimer.
What does that shirt even mean? It's like a hand on the O, like off.
いつも疲れてる。Yeah, he must be always tired.
さあじゃあ始めていきましょうか。まあ一応後ろ制限はないんでね。ゆっくりやるところはゆっくりやっていけたらなと思ってます。
More info.
Okay.
Bring it on.
We are ready to jump into the content here. I believe there isn't a strict sort of end time that we have to adhere to. So we're just gonna go into it, take our time, and explain as needed.
さて、はい。
Ooh, job adjustments. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
思いますので、ここから行こうと思いますが、はい。まず各ジョブとかロールとか行く前に、そう全ジョブに対する基本方針をざっと説明しちゃおうかなと思っております。
So of course, we are going to be discussing about the different job updates and adjustments. But before we jump into talking about jobs or even roles, actually, I do want to cover something that encompasses all of the different jobs in general.
まず最初、ベースの方針なんですけど、こちらはシャドウブリンガーズ 5.0 の、方針をそのまま引き継いでおります。
So just as a baseline, we are sort of building upon what we have adjusted in Shadowbringers 5.0.
まあもちろんその新たなアクションとかはあるんですけど、まあその新システムとかをね、各ジョブにこうゴテゴテつけたりして、もうそのさらにシステムを各ジョブ複雑化させるようなことはしてません。
And of course, with the new level cap, we do add some more actions, but we haven't incorporated any sort of brand new system tacked on there or made anything too complicated.
まあもちろんベーシックのコンセプトはまあ50を引き継いでってるんですけど、まあ新しいアクションっていうのは当然たくさんありますし、変わってるところっていうのも各ジョブね、それぞれ第一章ではありますけど結構あるので、まあその辺の方針は今日お伝えしていこうかなと思ってます。
And of course, with the basic thought being building upon Shadowbringers 5.0, of course, there are new elements that are added leading up to Endwalker, and different elements that we have changed, may it be small or big. So we would like to go over some of the concepts or the directions that we've taken for these different updates.
Bring it on. Let me know.
複雑にしてほしいな。3.x シリーズみたいなのっておっしゃる方もね、最近ちらほら見るんですけど、いや、やらないですよ。以前やって大変なことになったんで、ジョブの扱いは難しいわ、コンテンツは難しいわになってしまって、やっぱね、ちょっとやりづらいと思うんで、今が一番安定してるかなと思うので、この方針を継続していく予定です。
And of course, there are a small group of you that desire for that complexity of what we've done in the 3.x series. But I'm afraid we won't go in that direction. It's quite a struggle because not only does the job actions become complicated, the content themselves make it kind of compoundedly worse. So I think we are at a good sort of stable place post Shadowbringers. So I think we would like to continue in that direction.
Okay, sound levels seem perfect.
いやいや今がいいんだっていうご意見あると思うんですけど、全体をずっと長くね、こう見てきた自分からして、やっぱ50の方針が一番多くの人にフィットするだろうというすいません判断をさせていただいております。
And of course, I'm sure different players have different tastes. Some people might say, oh, I love the 3.0 series, 4.0 series, or etc. But I think looking at it from a general sort of perspective and from Yoshida's point of view, looking at 14 throughout these years, we do feel that 5.0 seems to fit as many people as possible. So apologies, but this is kind of the direction we're taking.
Okay, so they're going to build upon what they've done in 5.0, tank system, those different things. Recast time of primary ability will be adjusted to align with 60 or 120 second timers. Okay. So everyone's going to fit along the same.
All of the jobs is regarding their attacks and some of the like primary abilities and their recast timing. I think we've kind of equalized it to kind of lean towards that 60 second or 120 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people have those different cycles, burst phases, 60 to 120 second timers. You have something you do once and then another thing you do once again, but on every like 2 turns. I wonder if they're going to apply that, if that's going to be applied to also healer roles. And the tanks, I feel the 60 to 120 second timers on Gunbreaker.
This kind of takes into play when you go into the high difficulty dungeons and raids, where you have that sort of burst timing that you can match with taking your different medicines and then doing your different cooldown abilities, and you have that sort of relatively similar cycle depending regardless of what job you would do. So even if you kind of go into your alt job, you'd still have that kind of similar tempo or that cycle that you can keep up with.
Different jobs play differently though with those timers depending on their off go. Of course, not all abilities, by the way. Yeah, you have to, because then everybody would feel too samey. I think all classes would feel too samey if you didn't do it that way.
But that being said, of course, we were not able to align everything. That's exactly 60 seconds or 120 seconds. So please understand that not all of the abilities might match up perfectly or exactly.
おい、車も60秒になってねえじゃねえかよっていうね、ことが あったりするわけですよ。
I really want to learn Japanese, man.
残念ながら90秒リキャストのままなんですよね。
Shut
It's
up.
like the ley lines. Oh no, it's not 60 seconds. No, that one still remains to be 90 seconds. Apologies.
悲しみですよ、私。そう
So
か
it's a black mage.
捨て
That's
おかれ
pretty
た。
sad. They've neglected me. I am not aligned to your timings.
プロデューサーのメインジョブのね、
That's his favorite class, the black mage, baby.
なんか寄せていく対象に
Let me hear some juicy red mage. Juicy red mage info.
The main job of the producer of the game missed out on having his timings of his ability. One of the main abilities kind of aligned to that kind of cycle.
公平にね、公平に取り扱われてる。
フェアですよ。そういう意味
Fair.
だと
The
フェアです
battle team treat every job fairly.
みんながパンボンやってる間にその30秒後に次の魔王を私開いたりしてあいつ一人で何やってんだみたいな空気が調整中にもございました。
So like everybody else is doing their abilities and their nice cycled timing, and then 30 seconds later I come in with my ley lines and everybody's kind of looking at me weird, like what is he doing? Not timing.
ではですね、この全ジョブに共通する、まあベースは 5.0 をそのまま準拠してますよ。で、いろんな主力の
It's very general info.
のリキャストが60、120にこう、寄ってますよっていうことによって結構変わるものってあるんですね。まあそれを頭の中にまず入れた状態で、見ていただきたいものがあるので、皆さん頭の中に入ってます？大丈夫ですか？
So again, our base concept is kind of building upon that 5.0 Shadowbringers, and then a lot of the primary abilities have been aligned to kind of fall in place between 60 or 120 second cast timing. So with that in mind, there will be abilities that kind of change in accordance to those updates. So if you could keep that in mind, and there's something that I want to watch, I want you to watch as you think about that.
So are you ready? 皆さん大丈夫ですか？
Uh-oh, we got video. Let's get the video.
私もコメントはしません。ぜひですね、ゆっくりご覧いただければと思っております。あゆみさん、ここまでまず一回トランスレーションお願いします。
Right. So we will be looking at a 20-minute footage. None of us
How
will
long?
be making any comments. So if you could take your time to watch the
20-minute
footage,
footage.
and here's more to say.
Okay.
さあ、それでは、6.0 エンドウォーカーのジョブアクション
Let's do it.
となっております。
This is the 6.0 job action trailer.
Woo! Let's go. Let's go. We knew it. Let me go ahead and bring it on. 20 minutes. That's a long time. That's a super long time. Excuse me? Is that an ability? Okay, Dragoon. Let's go. Let's go, Dragoon. Okay, jump. All right, hit him. Hit him. Ooh, skydive. Okay. Okay. This all looks normal so far. Oh, okay. Nice, nice. Everything looks pretty. Oh, a new gauge. New gauge. It might be just an updated gauge, though. Let's see if it changes. Ooh, that looks different. That chaos thrust look a little different. Okay. 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 The positionals look to be out of the window right now. No positionals. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Eye open. The eye of dragon open. There you go. Doubles. Okay, let's get the high. Yeah. Okay. What's up? New? What's new? Ooh. There we go. Twin dragons. There we go. That look juicy. Okay, warrior. Let's see what they added. Warrior. Okay, yeah. Get him pumped up. Ooh, yeah. And a release. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. I like it. Nothing too crazy so far. A little auto attack. A little auto attack. Okay. Ooh, what was that? Okay. That's new. That crystallized kind of thing. Ooh, there you go. Pulverize that ground, baby. Ooh, and a release. Ooh, another one. Whoa, that seems. Ooh, there we go. That's the one. Yeah. Now let me see. Let's see if there's anything new. There it goes. There it goes. A finisher. That looks like a finisher combo to your inner release window. Here we go. Red Mage, one of my mains. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Oh, those are AoE attacks. Okay, the AoE. Get in there. Okay. Let's see if they add, okay. Those are all the AoEs. Whoa. Wait a second. What? Okay, there we go. That looks like a thunder, some type of crazy thunder attack. Yo, okay. Whoa. There's the Scourge, baby. Huh? Okay, let's go. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, Scholar. Let's see what Scholar's working with. Okay, we still got the Pixies, Pixie Eos. I think that's Eos, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, all standard stuff. This is all stuff that I've been kind of messing with Scholar. But Scrapper just a little. Whoa. Okay. Okay, we got some shields. Whoa. What's going? Excuse me? Oh, Dark Knight. Okay, one of my tank classes. Now I'm really interested to see them change some things on Dark Knight. Slash that ground. Ooh, there we go. It looks like that attack may just go where you're at. No longer have to maybe aim it at the ground, maybe. Okay, new moves. Obviously, he's not. He hasn't hit his dark slashes yet. Ooh, okay. Oh, the Blackest Night on someone else. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got the. Ooh, there we go. Yes. Okay. 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 All standard stuff so far. Ooh. It looked like he like went into himself again. Huh. That was very subtle. Very subtle what was going on there. Not too sure on Dark Knight. We're not going to be able to tell. Okay. Looks like they changed some of the gauges. Okay. Dancer getting dancy. Change up the speed. Okay. I like it. Beautiful, by the way. Beautiful. Everything looks so beautiful. Ooh. There we go. That's new. That's new. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, Dancer got some new tricks. I haven't played Dancer, so I don't know the name of some of these moves, but yo, she getting it. Okay, I like it. I like that. Okay, here we go. What are my mains? Machinists. Let's see what they got. Okay, yeah. Give him that poison. Ooh, flamethrower. Okay. Still the same. Oh, that looks. There we go. Okay, I like the shot. Okay. See what else we got. Oh, okay, split shot. Let's go. Okay, still got them chains. We still locking them chains in. Yeah, hot shot. Perfect. Or was it hot shot or? Whoa. What was that? That was new. That was new. Oh, calling in. Oh, calling the robot. Yeah. Oh, okay. Window. Get the. Okay, our hot. There we go. Turbo burst window. That looks a little different. And it looks like the timer shows up on it now. Okay, there we go. End it with that. There we go. Okay, that looked insane. That finisher is definitely better. Okay, my other. Let's go. Gunbreaker. Let's get it. Okay. Ooh, okay. Look, 3. We can hold 3 charges now. 3 gun charges confirmed. Usually only 2. 3 now. That first ability looked like it charged it up for the 3. Okay, we used one already. There we go. We're using our combo. Ooh, we got charge back though. Okay, boom. Okay, yeah. Whoa, okay. Yeah, that's the same. Okay. Okay, we did that's the AoE combo. Okay, that's the one charge. Okay. Ooh, I look like a comp. Yeah. There goes the charge spender. So you can turn it into a 3-hit combo. That turns into a 3-hit combo. Okay, that's nice. We're gonna go into deep diving, especially the ones that I'm more, you know, affiliated with. We're gonna definitely deep dive into those. But these look good. Bard's my old main. Let's see what Bard got going for me. Okay. The gauge look a little same, but the gauges are definitely updated. So you get more information now on what to do and what you're doing. Uh-oh. Okay. That's nothing new. Yeah. Okay. Bloodletter, I mean. Okay, we're singing. Ooh, and that's the one from last one. There we go. Ooh. Okay. That looked good. Astrologian, okay. See the Astro. Oh, healing a Reaper. We haven't seen Sage or Reaper yet. You know we gonna get hype on Sage and Reaper. Now, my boy K, he plays Astro. So I don't know what's going on right now, but it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Okay, throw them cards up. Throw them cards up. Okay, Uno. Okay, looks good. Definitely looks good. I feel like ooh, what was that? That looked nice. Huh? Yeah, that looks sick. Yo, that Starfield, those like asteroids, comets. That looks sick. Ooh, samurai. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Michirigi, Densho. Every time I see samurai, I just think of Bleach. Okay, we fighting tigers again. Okay. Okay. That's the AoE. I know that. I play samurai a little bit. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that's the Ooh, okay. So that's a spender. That's new. Ooh, okay. He's gonna get those. Okay, he's gonna get his gauges up. Got all 3. Oh, there it goes. Can he do it again? There it goes. Uh-oh. Ooh, electric sword? Yikes. Okay. There we go. That 2-hit combo looks serious. White Mage. Let's see what White Mage is working with. Lily Gauge is back. They said they were just building off of 5.0, so the Lily Gauge is here to stay. Okay, break him. Ooh, okay. Flowers. More flowers. Ooh, is that like a... Ooh, okay. That's like a physical flower that must do AoE heals every now and then, maybe? Yeah, White Mage looks silly. Wow, that looks silly. That looks really serious. Okay, Ninja. Let's see what Ninja's working with. Now, Ninjas always look sweet to me. Okay. Okay. Oh, spit at him. Bring him down. Where's that frog at? Look at them scrolls, man. That Naruto scroll. Oh, you see something else is building up too? Okay. There it goes. Kaji no Bushin. Building up gauge while doing that combo. Okay. Ooh. I wonder if that's AoE. Oh, man, that looks sick. Ooh. Yo, Ninja looks sick. Yo, Ninja. Okay, let's see what Black Mage got for us. Ninja looks sick, man. I'm coming for your main, K. All right, we got what? We got ice, fire. Fire 3s, fire 4s. Ooh, there goes the... Oh. Yeah. Ooh, multiples. And them ley lines. Okay. Whoa. That was like a, man. It's like a fire electric and then a fire ice. Whoa. Okay. That's like a new ice one. That's definitely a new icebreaker. Yeah, the lightning. Ooh. That must be a new thunder attack. Dang, man. Oh, flare? Are we getting flare? Oh, that's a long cast. Ooh, 2 of them. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, here it goes. Whoa. How many? 3. Oh, 2. That looks sick. Oh, here we go. Sage. Okay, let's get it. Oh, regular heal. Ooh, I like their gauge. Okay, barrier. Nothing's gonna affect it. Ooh, okay. Technology. Ooh, look at them lasers. Oh, Tron vibes. Okay, I like it. I wonder if that just gives shields to everyone. Excuse me? Ooh, that's a... Oh, he's getting up and close and personal. Excuse me? Melee healer? Okay, Monk is... I know everyone's interested in Monk. Oh, oosh. Okay, oosh. Okay. Whoa, okay. Okay, those chakra gauges are up. Ooh. Oh, okay. Feel like I'm in an anime. Woo. Oosh. That quick step. Ooh. Monk feels impactful, man. Oh, Summoner. Let's see what Summoner, guys. We want to see what new they do with Summoner. Okay, that looks different. The old school pet. Ooh, okay. Okay, he's back. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see if Phoenix comes out, if a new summon come out. Ooh, okay, it looks like you're doing more attacks now. Yeah, I don't remember you shooting. Oh, Garuda. Oh, Garuda's here. Okay, Garuda. Yeah. Uh-oh. Whoa. It looks like, where's Phoenix? Is Phoenix gone? Look at this cheese. There's more? What are all these attacks? Yo, Titan. No way. They did it. There's more? How many attacks? Yo, Summoner's completely different. Yo. How many? Uh-oh, is there more? Yo. You kidding me, man? There can't be more. There can't. Summoner is ignorant. Completely different. Is there more? And they have it. And they have Phoenix. Yo, my mind is blown right now. They have all the summons. Oh, here we go, Reaper. Oh, bring him in. What is he doing? Oh, that must be a pre thing. Uh-oh. Okay, hit him. Whoa, okay, flash step. Okay, slice him up. Ooh, nice little shield. Ooh, broke the shield. Ooh, bring him in. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. That looks to be a buff. That looks to buff other people too. Oh, okay. So as you hit him, you get that blood gauge, and then your Reaper comes out to do an attack. Once that, you can expel that blood gauge. Whoa. Okay. Excuse me? Oh. Okay. What? Oh, this is the combo. Oh, oosh. This is when you the fusion mode. Whew. Oh. Let them know. Oh my goodness. There's a couple classes they put some extra love into, man. You can feel it. Okay, slice them up. Stabby stab. Ooh, okay, that looks new. Let them know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Requiescat? Holy Spirit. Okay, AoE Holy Spirit. Ooh, yeah. Whoa, that's a follow-up. Wait a second. Yo, that sword combo. Yo, my mind is blown on that job. Woo.
はい、ジョブアクション動画をご覧いただきました。So now we watch the job action video.
Yo, that's nasty.
20分ぐらいでしたけど、いかがだったで
Nasty.
しょうかね。
But first of all, yeah, it's a 20-minute trial, so to speak. How did everyone do?
だんだん長くなっております。
Yo, that summoner?
まあやっぱり最初にお伝えした通り、まあ 5.0 準拠で、まあ正当に全体そのまま
Yo,
まあ主要リキャストが
they put their foot in some of those classes, man. They whole foot. Not half they foot, they whole foot.
順次ジョブごとにこれからご説明していこうかなと思っております。はい。
So of course, as mentioned earlier, our basis is 5.0 and building upon Shadowbringers, and so we've kind of evolved.
How is she just like talking regular right now after all that hypeness? She probably seen the trailer like 500 times by now.
60 seconds or 120.
Yo, that job trailer smacked.
Skill rotations and the intervals between them may feel a little shorter. So we'd like to go into the different jobs now to kind of explain some of the.
Let's do it.
まあコメントで多いのはあれですね。召喚師が召喚師になっているっていうコメントが
Wow, that's crazy.
多いですね。
I feel like I see a lot of comments that are saying, "Oh, the summoner is now a summoner, and we're summoning."
Yes.
That goes for both the Japanese and English comments that I see.
That summoner was definitely that's a showstopper right there. He kept summoning stuff.
That was a funny comment I found.
Wow.
召喚だけ尺で上げずるいっていうコメントもあって。
I want to get that summoner juice now. I want to get some of that summoner juice.
全部わかんないかなと思って。一応ね、一通り全部塗ってるはず召喚は。はい。
Of course, some of you may have noticed that the length that Summoner is being featured is a little longer than everybody else, and they were
Yes.
not fair. But I mean, it's quite a significant change, so we wanted to show off all that.
That makes sense.
さあ、じゃあ皆さん頭の中にそれぞれご自身の
I feel like we're gonna see a lot of summoners next expansion. Summoners everywhere. Jeez, that looks sick. Red Mage looks sick too. There's some things with Red Mage I liked too.
Looking at the job action trailer and having that sort of mental image of your primary job and what actions that you saw, we'd like to dive in. We'll start from the different roles and then go into the different jobs.
Let's do it.
まずは、
This is crazy.
からいきましょうか。パワーポイント
Tank
お願いし
troll.
ます
So Gunbreaker my main tank, but I like Dark Knight and
On the PowerPoint.
さあ、ではタンク全体的なお話です。
okay, let's see what the adjustments going on.
So tanks overall.
はい、まずいいですよ、出してもらって。はい、一部の防御バフに関してなんですけど、単にね、それを実行するだけじゃなくて、例えば
Okay.
敵のダメージの
Is that for everyone? All four of them?
差し込むことによって、よりちょっとメリットを得られたりとか、他のアビリティと重ねてうまく使うことで効果がね、さらに付与されるとかいうちょっとテクニカルな防御バフを入れたりしてます。
So certain the certain defensive buffs, that you cast. We wanted to, of course, add some benefits to it. So not just simply like protecting yourself from, say, a tank buster or something like that, but we wanted to make it so that if you are using it in conjunction with different abilities and kind of using them in combination, it allows for greater benefits and sort of like a technical aspect to some of these defensive buffs.
なんかこれね、ジャストガードとかパリーとかやれてるんだけど、サーバークライアント型のゲームでね、
That sounds good. Add some skills when you're using your abilities.
すごい効果の例えばですけど、効果の短い追加効果があるんで、なんかこう、敵の栄称の半分ぐらいでもとりあえず打っときゃいいやだと、まあなんていうの、一応軽減 10% とかは働くんですけど、その後についてる効果がちょっと無駄になるねみたいな感じなので、そこは効果を見てうまく
I'm still thinking about that summoner and that ninja.
Talking about something very exact, like a guard just at the right timing, or like a parry. That's quite difficult for something that's a client-based MMORPG online. So it's more along the lines of some additional benefit for a short amount of time after utilizing certain abilities. So before you might be thinking, oh, okay, enemy is casting. I'll just go ahead and activate this ability when it's casting, and of course you'll still reap the benefit of, say, it's like a 10% damage mitigation, but there is a bit of a waste, and so by combining it with optimal like ability use, optimal times, you can reap even further benefits.
で、あとですね、また効果がね、それぞれちょっと異なる。自身もしくはパーティーメンバー
Final Fantasy is killing it.
防御バフを各タンク上部持っているようになっているので、MTST の場合どっちでも役に立つんじゃないかなと思います。
And of course, these different effects do allow for different sort of effects that are being added to you. Some of these are a defense buff where it applies to yourself and a party member. So I think it does come in handy regardless of you main tanking or off tanking.
Okay.
では次の項目なんですけど、これはね、ちょっと近接物理 DPS も共通なんですけど、
Ooh, interesting. So like the pull attacks, if you have to go from far away, do some damage from away.
Next item was and this kind of applies to melee DPS as well, but whenever you are activating a weapon skill combo and you insert like a tomahawk for your warrior or something like that, like a ranged attack, that would kind of break your combo chain, but we've adjusted it so that that chain is not broken.
Beautiful. That's what made
今までのローテーションのこう1サイクルよりショートタームになると思うんですよね。まあ全体が
some takes better than others. Huh. I wonder how that's gonna work.
それに合わせてこういうコンボが途切れなくなるので、結構なんていうの、攻撃してる感覚は結構強くなってるんじゃないかなと思う。
So with the different actions kind of being adjusted, so the recast timing leans closer to that 60-second intervals, your rotations will start to feel a little bit shorter in their terms. So I think it's best to explain it as the number of times that you are attacking and the different skills are being activated kind of goes up in your rotations. And plus, without those interruptions, it does give you that feeling of you are making an attack.
Yeah, ranged DPS seem to be the most lackluster. Machinists, they got their big, change last time, so a little disappointed in what I saw from Machinists. I was hoping for something different, but it's okay. That's okay.
だろうし、むしろね、グローバルクールダウン中にあえて避けて即戻るみたいな方がいい時もあるし、そこら辺はタンクを使うプレイヤースキルが少しずつ差が出てくるんじゃないかなとは思います。はい。
And so, for example, say a boss kind of has this ranged, not ranged, I'm sorry, an AoE attack that starts from the boss and kind of goes outward, and everybody has to kind of disperse away from the boss. Some people don't want to break their weapon skill combo and include that sort of ranged attack. But with the sort of adjustment here, now we don't have to worry about like wasting our cooldown time, global cooldown time, or in some strategies, you might have to kind of decide when you deliberately need to time your GCD so that you can avoid some of those attacks. So I think this will kind of give the tank sort of strategy a little bit of range.
Interesting. It also makes Paladin so good, right? You can be ranged and still get your Requiesce combo off from a distance. Holy Spirit was a ranged attack. Now that everyone's, kind of going to be in that same ballpark.
Item, and this doesn't apply just to tanks, but anybody who is making some kind of physical attack.
There will be parity between the physical and magical damage attributes of weapons. What does that mean? Okay, so he's explaining that because this is interesting. They're changing some things up. He looks like my boy from Hunter x Hunter, man. What's his name? With the ring chain.
So of course, with Final Fantasy XIV, we have this sort of calculations of the damage that is being dealt, and there's like a base or like a fundamental formula that is applied. And I'm sure those of you raiders know to discern if an attack is a physical attack or a magical attack. And each of these have their own sort of formula to calculate the damage that is being dealt.
これは新生14レルムリボーンを開発した時に、作ったものなんですけど、当時ね、どういう風にさらにバトルをアップデートしていくかっていうのがいろんな可能性が取れるようにするために、この物理攻撃っていうベース基礎計算数字と、魔法攻撃基礎計算値っていうのを、それぞれ設定してたんですね。別々に調整できるように。で、こっちが魔法攻撃力だとすると、こっちが物理攻撃力。魔法の方がより複雑な計算をするかもしれないっていうので、こいつの値は
He's explaining a lot right now.
物理計算式のベースになってる値より。
Yo, that sage look.
Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 being. Oh, sorry.
どうぞお願いします。
When Final Fantasy 14 was being relaunched as A Realm Reborn, we tried to make sure that the programming is it allows for future updates in the battles, and we try to leave the different possibilities open. So the fundamental sort of physical damage calculations were set up so that we have two separate formulas going on. So we have the magic damage attack calculation, and then we got the physical attacks. And when we were initially thinking about these two separate ones so that we can adjust them separately, the team did determine
I like how they're trying to do
the magic attacks, it does tend to be a bit more complicated in the different calculations. So the base, like the fundamental value, is set just a little bit higher than the physical base fundamental numbers.
Excuse me? Oh man, they going in on this subject. I love it.
ベースに使ってた物理攻撃計算式の基礎値を魔法
In this hand,
まで引き上げました。完全に同じ数字になるようにしました。はい。
you have summoner. In this hand,
And
it doesn't
so,
matter.
With the characters now leveling up to level 80, this fundamental number did not change as we raised the values. And so with this update, in order for us to make sure these are balanced,
It's a meme now.
left, right, we
It's a meme now.
pull up the physical base numbers so that it matches the magical damage attack.
で、じゃあそれをやるとどうなるかっていうと、まあ、物理攻撃が全体的に強くなるんですね。その計算の元に使ってる数字が上がるので、掛け算すると当然その数字でかくなると思うので、今まで使ってたベースが高くなった分、
Can we get to the? I'm just kidding. I know this is important.
下がってます。
あ、なるほどね。
うん。バランスをちょうど揃えるために威力の数字が
I know this is important, right?
はい。
So what that means is that with the base numbers being equalized, the physical attacks would naturally become stronger by default because, of course, the fundamental number has been raised to match so that both of these are balanced. But that being said, we needed to calculate down so that the potency that is listed out as a number goes down.
なぜこの説明をこんな丁寧にね、
Excuse me?
いいなみたいな、そんなつもりでやってんじゃないんだよ。なんでこんな丁寧にやってるかというと、この後メディアツアーで各メディアの皆さんからスキルの多分スクリーンショットとか出ると思う。
Just get some Soldier Boy action going on.
弱体化されてる。これも弱体化されてる。あの数字も下がった、この数字も下がった。吉田は何、近接に何か恨みでもあんのかみたいになるのを避けたいんですよ。
なるほど。
なんで全体の基礎計算式が上がってるんで、その分掛け算したら高くなりすぎちゃうんで、数字は全部一律下げてるんで、そこはご了承くださいねっていう。はい。
People are saying Yoshida looks like a cat, but that's beside the point. So with the adjustment of the fundamental numbers going up, of course, we have to adjust the potency.
She's doing a
numbers
really
so
good
that
job.
Even if it's raised, it stays the same. So the numbers themselves look like they're low. So I wanted to bring this up because now that we're going into the media tour and we're going to have members of the media and influencers kind of play the game and see the potency, and they would take photos or screen captures of the game screen, and people might wonder, oh my gosh, have they nerfed some of these potencies? Oh no, this one has gone down too. What happened to all of these physical melee attacks? What the heck? But just please understand, the potency is noted as like a lower number, but that's only because our fundamental physical numbers have gone up, and it's to make it even out. So
As long as it scales with the enemies, that's all I care about.
はい。という説明でした。
As long as it scales with the enemies, then I'm good.
攻撃を行う、例えば近接
All right, let's get back to the info. Let's reel it back in.
同じことが起きる。
Let's reel it back in. Let's get back to the info.
また軽くは触れますけど、ご承知おきください。
But
I ain't
of course,
gonna lie,
again,
that-
this is not just for the tanks, but anybody who is dealing physical attacks. So that means melee, like close range DPS, as well as ranged physical DPS, will be affected by these numbers.
なんか俺をヨシニャンって呼ぶのはやめろ。
Stop calling me Yoshinyan.
48歳のおじさんにそれはないだろう。
I'm 48 years old. Please stop calling me a cat.
48.
あ、そうか。
Yikes.
声だけだとね。
I didn't know he was that old. He looks good.
まあ大丈夫です。ジョークなんで。はい。
And then people start to comment, oh, Yoshida sounds angry. No, don't worry, I'm not angry. I'm just joking.
はい。じゃあ続けてた。
The more I look at this picture, the more that lion gunbreaker looks serious.
Moving on to the paladin.
Let's do it.
1行目どうぞ。まあリクエスカットの効果をね、残り MP 量気にせず使える。
Requiescat will now be equally effective regardless of remaining MP. A 3-attack combo starting with Confieta will be added. Yeah, I saw that. We saw that with the swords.
主になんで、まあこれ以外にね、もちろん多数の変更点。
That looks sick. That looked amazing, actually. And it looks like that they're doing that 3-hit combo. Gunbreaker had it too.
Or I'm sorry, you see on the screen, Requi's Cat will now be equally effective regardless of remaining MP, and then
Good. That's a good change.
With Confiteor will be added. You may have seen in the job action trailer earlier, but yeah, there's this really neat sort of combo that happens after you launch Confiteor. So yeah, those are some of the major updates. Of course, there are other multiple different adjustments that were made to the tank, but those are the main ones that we want to pick up here.
Yo, that combo looks sick though. The combo looks sick. I wonder what the potencies are gonna look like.
あまりにも脳死にならないように少し工夫というか考える余地みたいなのを今回入れてあります。
So with Paladin, it's just a straight evolution, kind of keeping in the trend with Shadowbringers going into Endwalker. So it's not a drastic difference per se, but of course we don't want y'all to be brain dead as you're doing your rotation. So there are some aspects that will require some strategy, require some thinking.
で、都心のですね、インタービーンの
Brain dead. Yikes. Why would he say that?
5メートル伸びて20メートルになってるので、まあその辺の使い勝手の向上もさせてもらってます。
And the gap closer, intervene, has been adjusted as well. There's an additional 5 yalms you can move forward, so it's a total of 20 yalms.
A little farther. Okay, 20 yalms is pretty far. Warrior, okay. This is the least tank that I work with. Okay, extended by AoE combos. Interesting. They got some extra. I spent the most time with Dark Knight and Gunbreaker, so.
And then, so with this one, the first point, damage up effects can now be triggered and extended by AoE combos. So I'm sure as you're playing Warrior, at one point you'd always have to insert Storm's Eye into it in order to kind of sustain. But we have made it so that it can be triggered and extended even if you're doing your AoE combos. So I think it's it causes for smoother transitions if you want to do like a single target rotation into like an AoE rotation and back and forth.
Okay. Nothing that makes me excited. Onslaught and Upheaval will no longer drain the beast gauge. Interesting. Okay. That's good.
And then the second point, and you may have noticed this from the job action trailer, but Onslaught and Upheaval will no longer drain the beast gauge.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, inner release. We did see that in the job action. Looks like they do have a new action after inner release.
There is a new action that will be available upon execution of.
It's like a huge like axe slam. I think I saw at the end of it.
なってます。まあその分だけ回転数が上がるので、効果回数は3回になってます。でまあ頻度は上がるんで、だるさは減るだろうなと思います。
And note with the inner release, the recast time for that will be adjusted to 60 seconds. So you will have the effects for 3 times. And so I think that will kind of allow for like the frequency to be more often. So it kind of reduces that sort of dragging or lagging feeling.
So Warrior will basically be able to do their damage deeps a little bit more within that 60-second window instead of the 120-second window. Okay. If it plays faster, I think I might like Warrior a little bit more. But
you mentioned about how Onslaught will not drain the beast gauge. We are also adjusting that to have a total charge of 3. And then with the new action that stems from it, it does allow for a lot of mobility.
I was about to say Onslaught is their gap closer, if I'm not mistaken.
And then Gensho no Takeri was I want to say nascent chaos. No, that's not it. ごめんなさい。I'm
いい
sorry.
よ、チェックしてから。
はい、チェックしてください。大丈夫ですよ。
Nascent Flash.
アクション名は難しいんですよ。
ごめんなさい。現象の。
ね、日本語と英語全く違いますからね。原初のたけり。今。
Sorry guys. It is nascent flash. Sorry about that. Nascent
okay.
flash will allow for it. So if you're off tanking, it will also help you there.
Good, good.
はい。という感じで了解。
I know my take abilities now. Now, Warrior, Nascent Flash was a big one for me, but I haven't done. We'll try Warrior out since I've been taking a lot lately.
はい。では続いて暗黒騎士いきましょう。
Here we go, Dark Knight. Now we're getting into more what I'm used
ま
to.
ず一つ目、ソルトアースの設置。
Yes, I called it. I called it. I called it. Salted Earth affect the. Now you don't.
その設置中に発生
And make a new action available, so you have to salt Earth to do your new action. Okay.
So with Dark Knight, Salted Earth will now affect the area immediately around you and make a new action available. You may
Thank
remember
you
we had to
from a
place this
controller
Salted
player.
Earth, but now it's going to appear where you are standing, and from there stems a new action.
まあ僕もそうだったんだけど、マクロ作ってやってたりするのが、ね、もはやなんなんだっていう感じだったんで、もう変えました。はい。
So even Yoshida had to like set up a macro so that we can place the salted earth, and so it seemed a little pointless. So we have made adjustment there.
で続いて、まあ、プレイヤーが新しいアクション、習得するので、英雄の英神もその新アクションを使うようになりますよ。素晴らしい。
And so the second point was your simulate will also gain a new action when you acquire one of the new job abilities.
Okay, so
Living Shadow is going to
Living
gain
Shadow.
new actions as well.
Awesome. So the Living Shadow damage will extend. Okay. Interesting. But it sounds like everything else is going to be the same. I don't see anything huge adjustment. So the Darkest Night's still available. Still going to be AoE wide defensive ups.
The rotations are pretty clean and straightforward.
Okay.
But one of the other changes that are being applied is Delirium. Recast time will be adjusted to 60 seconds. And
Nice.
That would be also affected up to 3 times. So again, I think frequency will go up again.
Yeah. Okay. Delirium being on a 60-second timer. They're really speeding up these classes. 60 seconds in like game is not a long time to do your main DPS chunks. Yeah. Okay.
Extend its range another 5 yalms, so a total of 20 yalms. And then there will be a new action that's added separately from the Black Knight, would be a single target defense buff.
Interesting. Single target defense buff. So not the Darkest Night, so a new Darkest Night. Oh, Gunbreaker got a lot of difference. We know they got a new gun cartridge. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I feel like it was already pretty good or easy. But it's switching, no more swaps. Okay.
This point says Savage Claw and Wicked Talon will now swap in for Gnashing Fang on
Nice,
the hotbar,
nice.
reducing the number of inputs. But basically, your cartridge combo that starts off with Gnashing Fang will be like a one-button combo where it will kind of replace the Savage Claw and Wicked Talon.
That's pretty
will swap
nice.
in its place to do the combo.
So now on controller, all you have to do is hit 2 buttons now back and forth. Whereas before, I kind of had to hit 4. You kind of have to do 4. I thought it was still pretty easy, but 2 buttons just makes it a little bit easier for those combos. I mean, that's okay. Remember, I'm a controller player, so I'm going to be looking at it as a controller inputs, and this definitely helps. But Gunbreaker feels pretty good to me.
Kind of explain it further. Basically, you like we mentioned, it's going to be a one-button sort of combo that's triggered when you start off with Gnashing Fang, and then in that same slot, you'll have Savage Claw And then once you've triggered that, you move on to Wicked Talon. So I think it'll definitely save space on your hotbar.
Yeah, that'll be nice. That will save me 2 buttons on the controller for that combo area. So usually it's 4 buttons for the whole combo that I use. It's gonna now be just 2 buttons, and I can put 2 more.
Sort of actions that are inserted in between, it will continue to be continue to be continued.
That was funny. That was funny. That was good. Because it's called continuation, so that's funny. That's actually pretty funny. Basically, okay, so burst strike is gonna continuation is gonna be added to burst strike.
Continuation will be able to be used following burst strike.
We saw that in the trailer. They got a burst strike, basically a burst strike 3-hit combo. Yeah, a trait will raise, cartridges at 3. We saw that. I caught that on right away.
I noticed this in the trailer as well. A trait will raise the maximum number of cartridges to 3.
ラフディワイドの選択範囲もこれ他のタンクに合わせて5メートル延長されてます。
And then Rough Divide, of course, has been adjusted to match the other gap closers in the tanks as well.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Very tanks are tanks. Some quality of life changes, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
And then with the cartridges and the maximum stacks has been raised, I think that definitely adds an element of strategy. So you might want to decide if you want to go in full on and use up your different cartridges during the timeline, earlier in the timeline, or do you want to kind of save it for later, etc.
I should have used that talk about physical and magical traits to go to the bathroom.
Okay, so I think that covers all of the tanks.
Melee DPS. Interesting. Let's check them out.
Next up is the melee DPS.
Monk and Ninja and Reaper obviously look the best to me. Dragoon had some flair too, but
so first is something that applies to all melee DPS, but the effect for Feint is going to change.
レイドでですね、軽減の打ち合わせなどを盛んにヒーラーさんとタンクさんとしておりますとですね、まあ私黒間だからなんですけど、近接さんがですね、牽制はオートアタックの痛いところに置いときますねみたいな感じにちょっとなっていたので、はい、調整をしました。
So with this feint, and this is probably applicable to a lot of you who go into raids, and Yoshida being a black mage, he would discuss beforehand with the DPS and tanks and healers to kind of talk about, okay, so when are we going to place this? And they're like, oh, feint, maybe we'll place it where auto attack hurts the most. So we are going to adjust that.
まあでも実際うまい本当メレーの人って実際には超大技の後に来るオートアタックが実はめちゃくちゃ痛くて、タンクも防御バフ張った後なんで実は AA で落ちるがあるんですよ。なんでそこにね牽制結構効くんですよ。
Yo, that monk though, monk look nice. I don't see a lot of monks out there though.
効果も少しつけました。ただ当然効果量、魔法ダメージ軽減の効果量はアドル、キャスターが持ってる、軽減の方が大きくはなるんですけど、無駄っていうことはなくなります。はい。はい。
So I mean, to be fair, with some of these bosses, you know, sometimes the auto attack that follows after the sort of tank buster or the large damage hurts a lot, and it's immediately after the tank has already used up their defense buff. So sometimes it does come in really handy to place Feint right after one of those really large attacks. So we will, there will be an additional effect of mitigating magic damage. Of course, that being said, the proper like protection that you want to have against magic damage is addle that some of the casters would have, but just in case, I think that's a handy sort of benefit to it.
続いてですね、これさっき単語もお話しましたね。メレー DPS もそうですが、遠隔攻撃。
Looks like that's a different. Feint's gonna add a different, basically, raid wide effect to reduce incoming physical damage dealt. Interesting.
Similar to what we had discussed during the tank.
So put Feint on your bars. Basically, is what they're saying.
Attacks that are inserted in between.
Okay, cool. All right, and we got 4 votes so far. Sage class, right now, Endwalker's story information is winning, but we got Sage class info and other class battle system changes. So you're getting all of the fun stuff right now. All right, so it's the same information from before, basically.
And then third point is also, as we mentioned during the tank roll section, but again, with the adjustment of the fundamental damage attack calculation for physical attacks, we did have to adjust the potency so that it appears that the potency number might seem smaller, but it is still the same strength. We have not nerfed it. We just wanted to match it with the sort of upward adjustment of the fundamental calculation value.
Just talking to my boy K. A summoner looks sick. Man. Okay, Dragoon? Dragoon was one of my first ever classes. Well, not Dragoon, but Lancer, but my first ever classes I ran with in Final Fantasy back when I played it on the PlayStation 3.
Is the Dragoon?
There goes a little history lesson for y'all. Okay. A little bit more AoE. That's good.
So with the Dragoon, I think these also have a fairly clean and straightforward sort of rotation that you can utilize, but we've kind of expanded upon the AoE rotation.
で、あとはウェポンスキルのコンボローテーションをきれいに成功させていくと実行可能になる新しいアクション。これまあすげえ派手なやつが、多分出てたと思いますけど、はい、追加されてます。
And then for the second point, a new action will be available upon successful execution of weapon skill combo rotation. It is quite flashy. You may have noticed something really cool going on in the video, but
でですね、まあ新技追加されたり、まあ随分時間が経って古くなった技のアクションの上位版が登場して置き換えになったりしてます。
Okay. Yeah. Weapon skill combo rotations, the standard Dragoon combo rotation. It looks like they added a new action.
Of course, there are just new actions that are being added with the new level cap. And then with some of the existing actions, and of course, throughout the years, we've kind of upgraded some of these existing actions to become like a higher version of certain actions. And we've just kind of swapped them in place of the base skill. So it's not like we're going to be adding like additional like button presses or like additional slots you'd have to fill.
Okay. It looks like they're gonna be a stat squish, and they're squishing a lot of abilities to trigger off of abilities already, so that controller players.
And then Blood of the Dragon will now become a trait, and so there will no longer be a need to execute it as an action or to make.
Interesting. So what is the gauge actually? What is the gauge actually doing then? Interesting. Okay.
So for any actions that required for the Blood of the Dragon to be activated,
they are automatically
available at all times because Blood of the Dragon will be a trait.
で、あとはですね、
Interesting. I wonder how that changes their rotations.
いるので、まあちょっとね、移動に使いづらかったと思うんですけ
It
ど、
probably frees up rotations, right? They can start off with something heavy.
溢れなければね、ロスすることはないので、1チャージ残しておけるようになってます。
And then Spine Shatter Dive is going to be changed to 2 charges. And some of you might have
okay.
experience like, oh, I wish I could have used Spine Shatter to kind of move
Again.
over. But now you'll have that 1 extra charge that you can
Okay.
save. So unless you kind of like waste it, but as long as you have it, you'll be able to use it.
で、ランスチャージがリキャスト60秒、リタニーは120秒となっております。
And then Lance Charge recast will be changed to 60 seconds, and Blood Litany recast will be 120 seconds.
Okay, that's nice.
はいはい、大丈夫ですかね。
はい。
じゃあ、ゆきし以上でございます。
Okay, Battle Litany is 120.
That should be it for.
Oh, I'm interested in Monk.
続いて文句
Because Monk looks really nice. Reaper looked pretty good too.
調整というか、いろいろ入ってまして。
Reaper looked really good
ま
actually.
ず疾風陣雷っていうその遊びが
Because I still need a melee DPS. I haven't really gotten to a melee DPS. Again, Ninja looks good. Okay. So they're switching up Monk for early game. Okay.
And so we wanted to.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right
a
back.
bit.
Right
And
back. Gotta
first
pee.
of all, the gameplay element of stacking greased lightning will be done away with. So we are going to allow for chakras to be unlocked at a lower level.
そしてですね、もう一個、新しいシステム必殺技っていうものを、搭載することになりました。
And then we are implementing a new system that we called Masterful Blitz.
ですね、もう全体的に拡張されてるんですけど、まず新しく3つのチャクラっていうものが、出てきます。
So I mean, it's been adjusted fairly significantly overall, but so just going into a bit, we will have 3 chakras.
で、さらに陰と陽2つの闘気があって。
And then so there will be like a yin and a yang.
その組み合わせによって必殺技の中身が変わります。
And so getting like a balance of those chakras and the 2 different types of it will allow for the different skills to be activated.
ちょっと待ってね。
Hola, I'm back. What I miss? The available bliss changes depending on the weapon skills used when under the effects of perfect balance. Okay. I don't know too much about Monk. Monk looked good though. The actions and the it just looked good. It looked real good actually.
So with this chakra system, you will need to activate it using perfect balance, but perfect balance is going to be a charge action that can stack up to 2.
しかも、チャージタイム40
Okay.
なので。
New charge system for Monk.
And stack, each stack is charged up every 40 seconds, so it's quite fast.
で、手数で押すっていうコンセプトは変わってないです。ただ、
The speed of Monk. It looked like they're much faster. And I like that because it feels like the machinist of the group, right? And I really like machinist's gameplay.
And so, of course, the concept of trying to rush with the different skills that you activate and quickly going through these different skills has not changed. But with the implementation of Masterful Blitz, it does get a lot busier. So we have adjusted True Strike and Twin Snakes to not have like a directional
requirement. Okay. Okay. Less directionals. Okay.
いいですよね。ここまでいいです。大丈夫です。で、長年 気持ちは良かったんですけど
は、
羅刹章がですね、今回なくなっております。
I gotta figure out melee
Um,
DPS for
I
myself,
know
man.
a lot of you had enjoyed using this and it felt great, but we will be taking shoulder tackle away.
ただ、純粋に
Oh wow, completely away? Like not at all?
殴りません。
Interesting.
But in its place, we will be adding a gap closer or like a rush action per se. It will
Okay,
not
so
be
that's what we
something
saw.
that you use your fist.
Flash step. It's a flash step, basically. Anime flash step.
その味方が離れてくれたやつにまあ魔物みたいなステップみたいなもんですね。
なるほど。
ステップして即ボスへみたいな使い方ができる感じです。
But with this rush sort of movement, it is going to be simply for moving around, but you can also target your ally or your party member to rush over to them. So, say you needed to kind of go towards somebody who had dispersed and went off into the distance. You can rush over to them. So kind of like there's an action that's similar in the Black Mage's kit, but you can go in there to kind of close your distance with your party member.
I see they're adding a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? They're adding a lot of mobility. A lot of mobility. That's the word that comes to mind with a lot of these changes. Flexibility, mobility, and speed. Speed is a big one.
So I mean with the Black Mage though, you would place the ley lines and then take a step and rush into your party member and then just go back to the ley lines. But with this new monk action, you can target where you're going to be moving to. So it's not just like a going back and forth. You can target your ally to rush over to them and then maybe run towards the enemy. So because of that, and you will be able to target your party members. You don't want to shoulder tackle your ally.
That would be funny.
さあちょっと文句の必殺技だけ
It's the same thing, but
やったぜ。
I wonder if they adjusted damage since Soldier Tackle. This mobility move doesn't look like it does damage.
We want to show off an example of Masterful Blitz on the gameplay screen because I think just explaining it with words might not be optimal in terms of trying to get the
Awesome. Let's look at it.
切り替えてよくなってやってください。はい。わあ。すべてがなんだこれに見える。Everything looks new.
Nice little new area. We're getting some new area specs.
ね。新しい
because it's a new area.
new area, new BGM.
Okay.
まあ当然ですけど
Looks beautiful, by the way. Looks beautiful.
状態なので、
はい。
もう全体ギューってね数字が縮んだ状態です。
And just a word of note, downscaling has been already implemented in this build, so please don't be surprised if the numbers feel a lot more compact.
Okay, that's fine. 44K.
So as you can see, that's the 3 stacks.
Got the flash step on Monk. Okay.
まあテクニカルではあるとは思いますけど、はい。30秒でチャージされます。で必殺技だけありますよ。
Quite technical with a 30-second charge. So let me show you the Masterful Blitz.
はい、お願いします。Yes, please.
It's funny because he has to wait for the. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
ここに
Mm-hmm.
溜まってんのに
Let them know.
3つ。
Look at
Can you
them.
see
Okay.
the 3 kind of below that chakra gauge, kind of glowing there.
はい。
I do see those.
でここに必殺技が出てるんで、
おお、
ここに違うチャクラを
派手。
つけたとき。
That's the spender on it.
And so once you have those charged, up to 3 chakras that are opened up, you can unleash your Masterful Blitz.
で、それ今1個使ったことによって、
Okay, I look cool.
陽
陽
の
陽の陽ですね。
陶器がついておりますね。
So, of course, once we have used that stack of 3, we now have an element that's associated with it. Between the yin and the yang, it's yang at this time.
で、例えばね、3つとも同じ。
Oh, okay. 3 purples. Ooh, is that okay? Basically the Kamehameha to the ground.
Right now, but another example is if we have 3 of the same.
今陰が
ついてますね。
はい。
Yin.
陰の
陶器がついてます。
The yin and yang. It wasn't in my glossary, so I'm going with yin and yang.
そうね、まだないもんね。で、この状態で、さらにチャクラをつけて、最後、一番上げます。
So now you have the other side, and then you stack your 3 chakras again, and then you unleash a pretty flashy move there in your Masterful Blitz.
なるほど。
はい。というわけで忙しいので、まあこの、聖剣好きと、総称だだけ方向指定がなくなって、まあ他は残ってます。
なるほど。
はい。
But yes, so as you can see, it is quite busy with trying to maintain that gauge. So that's why we adjusted the 2 True Strike and Twin Snakes to not be restricted to a particular direction.
では、これ以上はね、メディアの皆さんも。
I like those. I like the flash stab, man.
So I think we will leave it at that, and we don't want to take away from the media and influencers content. So,
はい、はい、以上となります。敵視リセットして。もうパワポに戻っている。
はい。
Come on, man. Let us all see it.
さあ、では、続いて。
Yeah, Monk looks good, man. I don't know what I want to try. I might have to just be Reaper since it's a new class. And it's fresh. Ooh, okay, okay. So your buffs from Jinpu and Shunpu can be applied to AoE combos now, so that's really good. That gives them better. I give Samurai a stronger AoE. I wonder.
One is
I'll wait for her to talk.
By Jinpu and Shifu can now also be applied by AoE combos. This is kind of similar to the warrior, but when you're doing your AoEs, it won't be so like not boring, but like it's strenuous and time consuming because the effects are applied to AoE combos as well.
Nice. Wonder if we're gonna have more AoE situations now. I saw that. I did call that.
A new EI jutsu and an action in the vein of Tsubame Gaeshi will be available.
竜騎士のコメントがね結構でもちろん竜騎士もねちゃんと
That's it. Samurai basic.
ローテーションちゃんと拡張されてるんでそう竜さんも大丈夫ですよ
People seem to be concerned about the Dragoon, but I did mention, right? I did write it down. We have expanded upon the AoEs.
パワポに書いてあるんでご確認ください
It's on the PowerPoint. Don't worry. Please check.
でですね侍なんですけどやっぱピュアメレー DPS として思いっきり正当進化です
So with the samurai, of course, we wanted to kind of expand upon that pure melee DPS.
新技追加がまあ主なんですけど、ツバメ返し、それから明鏡止水のが2チャージのアクションになってるので、コンテンツに合わせてのね、開幕バーストとか調整の余地っていうのは結構増えたかなと思います。
And of course, with the samurai, because it's just a straightforward sort of evolution from the last expansion, we have just primarily added new actions. But the Tsubame Gaishi and Meikyo Shisui have become stackable to 2 charges. So
Interesting.
Whenever you go into a particular content and you want to go into a fight with that sort of burst of attack, there is a bit of wiggle room if you wanted to like make adjustments there.
で、明鏡止水状態ではですね、コンボの3段目に該当するアクションを打つと、コンボ2段目のバフが得られる。明鏡止水の状態の時だけですけどね。そんな風になってるんで、使い勝手自体も向上してると思います。
I haven't played Samurai too much, so I played it.
Of Meikyo Shisui, and then you go into that third phase of your combo rotation, you will be granted the effects of that second combo action. So we're hoping that that will allow for ease of use to be improved.
はい。じゃあ、侍は。
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
はい。
Okay, so that covers the samurai.
では、続いて忍者です。
Ninja.
Next up is ninja.
こちらまず一つ目ですけど、フートン、ドトン、ライトンにですね、それぞれに、まあ、それらをベースとするアクションというのを追加しております。
So with this one, actions linked to Raiton, Doton, and Huton will be added.
で、あとはですね、アクションで、フートンを付与できるっていうものが追加されているので、フートン付与維持が楽になるんじゃないかなと思います。
And then an action making it easier to apply Huton would be added. So whenever you do want to sort of apply or keep Huton, and it should allow for you to do that.
Interesting.
まあ、結構すでに忙しいジョブですし、まあそもそも忍術なんてミスしてられないし、これ以上忙しくならないようにしてあります。
And of course, with the ninja, it is quite busy. And of course, you can't miss any of those ninjutsus that you are doing. So we tried our best not to make it even busier than it is already.
ツイッチに4因は勘弁してくれって書いてあるんですけど、残念、4因はございません。
なるほど。
はい。
I thought.
They're saying, "Oh, we don't want the fourth sigil, but don't worry, we do not have that."
かつですね、今回映画が
Reaper information.
And of course, we have done away with Shadow Fang, so the dot will be gone.
Interesting.
ドトンやライトンの追加で、まあさっきね、新たな攻撃、まあこれ動画にもありましたね。で、分身の術の効果時間中に使える専用アクションなんかも、追加されたりしております。
And then, of course, as mentioned, there are some new actions that are linked to Doton and Raijin, as you may have seen in the video. And then when you are using the machine, I'm sorry. Whenever you're using the Bunshin, there is going to be a specific action that will be added to that as well.
Perfect. Perfect.
大体忍者。はい。
So they get ninja getting all types of new attacks. Okay.
Ninja.
Reaper. Reaper. Let's hear it. Let's see it.
最後は、こちらでございます。
お、出ました。
Oh, look at all this. Reaper getting all the stuff.
Last but not least, this is our new melee DPS job, Reaper.
まずですね、お伝えしていきましょう。両手釜、新しい武器、両手釜による攻撃、まあ自分自身の攻撃と、まあ自分に
And can serve as an avatar's vessel. We saw that in the combo mode. little
最終的にはアバターを自分
little possession fusion mode.
融合するみたいなことができます。
Look good.
So of course with Reaper, they use the scythe, like a double-handed scythe to attack. So you have your own attacks that you are unleashing, and then you have the avatar that will also attack at the same time. So you're attacking in tandem, and then plus you will be able to service the avatar's vessel, and so you allow for it to kind of possess you to unleash even more powerful attacks.
That sounds amazing.
続いての項目どうぞ。で、1個だけ、まあ、
Ooh, we did see that. The grant enhancements to party, we did see that.
Just one job that does this. It's able to grant enhancements to party. Sorry, this is the only like synergy related action that this job has.
まあそう動画でもね、なんか知人さんかなからなんかね、まがまがしいものを抜き取ってましたね。
Okay, party wide. I wonder if it's single or party wide.
Video, Reaper was trying to take something out of the bard. It looked kind of ominous.
で、まあ移動。
I did see that. So it might be single. Might be a single.
どうぞ。特定の状況でまあ結構役立つアクションとか。
Unique and specialized actions give them an edge in specific combat situations.
You may have also noticed this in the video, but some of the movements that the Reaper does is quite unique as well. And so it says here, unique and specialized actions give them an edge in specific combat situations.
I feel like it's like a melee ley lines, right?
So just a very rough and sort of general explanation of the flow here.
まずこの画面にある2つのゲージなんですけど、1つがソウルゲージ。はい。
So if you take a look at the job HUD there, you see two different sort of gauges. But
like
one
a blood
of them,
gauge.
One is the soul gauge.
Soul gauge, okay. Soul gauge, soul gauge. Soul gauge.
攻撃ウェポンスキルを使うそのソウルゲージを消費してね。
And then so you would charge up the soul gauge in order to unleash different attacks. And this also applies to some of the attacks that you unleash together with your avatar.
Okay.
And that would sort of deplete some of the charge that is built up in the soul gauge.
What's that bottom one? The Reaper gauge? Maybe the bottom one's Reaper gauge?
それが一定以上溜まるとアバターと融合できるようになるので、最終的にはアバターと融合してさらに特別なコンボをばらしていくみたいなのが基本になります。
And then once you unleash the weapon skills using your own attacks plus the avatar, then a second gauge starts to fill up. That is the shroud gauge.
Shroud gauge.
Accumulating charge, then it will eventually allow for you to kind of let the avatar kind of merge with you. You would become the avatar's vessel, and then you are able to unleash even stronger special combos. So that's kind of like the basic flow.
どちらかというと、
Completely get it. That makes sense. So the soul gauge, and then that's your standard damage attacks, and then the shroud gauge for the.
Because of that, I think we lean towards that sort of pure melee DPS. It kind of resulted in that way.
Okay.
侍の方がピュアではありますけど、侍と同等のピュアでメレー DPS とは言わないですけど、ピュアよりです。
So yeah, he said samurai. So.
Of course, our samurai is definitely a pure melee DPS. So it's not quite as extreme as the samurai, but I think it does skew towards that sort of melee, pure melee.
Okay. It's like not as strong as the samurai, but it's in that ballpark. And it has enhancements you can give, so it's not as just.
I think I see a lot of comments in YouTube, I think, saying that, oh, but we won't understand unless you show it to us, please. Peek. Show us just a little bit. So allow us to show it on the gameplay screen.
さあどうぞ。
Okay, they are gonna show it. That's crazy.
こちらが
Okay.
鎌持ってる。いや
Looking at some of the gauges, some of the. Oh, they're gonna take them off. Too late. Oh, just to look at it. Okay, I like the hat. I like the hat. Hey, the hat is serious. Oh, more tortoises. Here we go.
Oh, this reminds me of a certain outfit that a certain producer director of a game had worn at a certain event and stood next to our CEO and made people wonder, what kind of game is this?
That outfit is serious, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay.
ざっとゆっくりちょっと動か
Let's look at it. Let's show us.
So just a rough overview and kind of take you step by step.
お願いします。Yes,
準
please.
備をします。
What is that?
Sorry, one moment. We're gonna prep.
でこれ1個ね。
Why do you gotta prep? I saw that in the job action trailer too. He was doing a bunch of stuff. Whoa.
でなん
We
か
have applied the synergistic
デバフを
ability
入れました。
and applied a debuff.
で、
Mm.
うん
Mm. Okay. Mm. I like these abilities and attacks.
Side,
よいしょ
I'm sorry, side attack and then back.
Ooh.
Oops. I think we ran out of charge. Sorry.
Okay. That's that teleport.
でこう殴っていくとまず、さっき
Soul gauge. He's pulling up that soul gauge.
So as you can see, when you continue to hit the enemy, the soul gauge kind of fills up.
Ooh, and then he used an attack that made the soul gauge go down. But ooh, okay. Looks like an ability that made his soul gauge go up quick.
使って
Ooh. Okay.
でこんな形で
Interesting.
こう難しいな通訳挟むタイミング
Sorry, it's kind of hard to jump in with the translations, but
でこれでシュラウドゲージが50よりアバターを使えば使うほどシュラウドゲージがたまると思ってくださいね、
So all you need is 50
but again,
gauge?
just a reminder, once you attack using your avatar, the shroud gauge starts to fill up.
で、これですね変身します
And transform.
こん
Mm.
な感じです
わ
Ooh. Okay. That looks sick.
これちゃんとね皆さんのキャラが
It's like a demon form or like a darkness form. Very dark night-esque.
Each of your characters will take on its own form, or not its own form, but I'm sorry. It's going to take form, and it'll still be your character.
完全にダークサイドになりました
Dark side of the force.
Yeah, now, yeah, he completely fall into the dark side.
Dark side of the force. That's it? You ain't gonna show us no attacks in the
英
form?
語にしづらい
Hey, they shiesty for
It's
that.
very emo.
でちょっと移動アクションなんですけど
I like it.
変わってまして
I like Dark Knight, so if you like Dark Knight, you're gonna like this.
方向に対して前に移動するアクションと、
はい
後ろに移動するアクションがあります。
So as for a gap closer, there's a move where it'll allow for you to move towards like forward, and then there's a way to move kind of backwards.
で、その位置にですね、ゲートを開けておくことができる一定時間、勝手に残るんですけど、これでここにゲートを、
Mm.
はい
So basically, you'll be opening a gate of sort, like a rift that you can go through, and it stays
Okay.
open for a certain amount of time.
で
What was that timer? I didn't check that timer out.
戻ることができる。
なるほど
So if you are able to move before the gate closes up, you can go back to whatever position you started off from.
I like that gap closer, that thought process. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. You can get out of, like, if there's a AO, you know, something coming in, you can use that to get out of AoEs. It's almost like a Dragoon jump, right? I wonder how that's gonna work on controller though.
Of course, right now we're just making adjustments to it, so it's not like this is a main job or anything, but you would, a way to go about using this gate is to kind of leave it where it's in front of like an enemy of sorts, and then you close the gap towards them, hit them, and then go back.
So, どうしようかな。そうね。ミッドブレイクスだけど違うな。
What is that? Such a long cast time. Eesh. Okay, he's gonna raise his gauge up again. He's going fast too. Eesh. Whoa, that looks strong. Okay, so you can turn into it. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh God. Okay. That looks sick. That looks sick. I feel like he didn't use any shroud though. Shroud meter. I'm confused. How much shroud meter do you need to go into your mode?
長めにこうソウルゲージを貯めてようやく呼び出してみたいな感じじゃなくて、どんどん切り替えていくことになるんで、プレイ感今までとかなり違います。
But with the tempo of these different actions that you have to do, it is quite fast. So it does require a lot of like technical aspect of it. And it's not necessarily like a single target all the time. Sometimes it's like a soul slice, and adding some different abilities. It's not like an endurance thing. Like you don't like build and build and build and build and unleash at one time, but it's quite fast. So I think the play style is quite different from what we had previous with it compared to any of the existing jobs.
Interesting.
でもなんだろう、一通り当然全部触ってます。
Interesting.
すごい気持ちよくてね、楽しかったです。
That being said, looking at the different jobs, this one included, the tempo does feel really good, so I think it is quite interesting.
これはね、結構やり込んでいただけるんじゃないかな。
That soul gauge though. Definitely there's a soul gauge spender.
Get your hands on it and try it out. I think it's something that you can kind of master and try to make the most out of it, because it is quite fun.
Yeah, those DPS deeps though look serious. Oosh. Oosh, oosh. Yeah, so while it's out, you can still kind of hit them.
まあ人気がきっと出るだろうなと思って、もうちょっと優しめにしたかったんですけど、意外と
Is he 90?
なんだろう、いい感じの難しさになったかなとは思うので、まあ練習したらしただけ面白いかなと。
I can't see his level. Oh, wait, the top.
But of course, you have to be mindful of
Yeah, he's level 90.
resource management and making sure that your gauges are up and you're going through this properly, managing it properly. And of course, with this being a new job, very flashy moves, we expect it to be very popular. And so we were torn about making it a little bit less challenging, so to speak. But I don't know, I think it's a good kind of difficult. And again, it's something that would be fun to kind of master. And the more you delve deeper into it, the more I feel like you can get out of it.
Interesting. Okay.
コンボには方向指定がないんです。
Now you know they're gonna go into detail on them summoner changes and sage changes, so we got a lot more to go.
味付けです。
course, the base combo doesn't require any sort of directionals, but once you start involving your avatar, there will.
Let me see if people are
so
posting
be
their
careful of that,
reaction
but I think
videos
it's just-
already.
It adds flavor to the different abilities that you're unleashing.
Yep.
簡単じゃんって今度コメントがあるんだけど
Look at that.
早く高速移動しながらなんだろう高速で回さなきゃいけない
Yeah,
中
look at
出てくるん
this.
で
Immediately.
さっき使ったのどっちだっけとか出てくるんでそんなに簡単ではなかったですよ。はい。
And then we also have those people saying, "Oh, but it's an easy job" in the comments, which is not true. You are going to be moving around the battlefield pretty quickly, and you're also trying to get through your rotations very quickly. So, and you also have to remember, okay, so
All
I
right.
used this
Well,
skill,
I'm gonna
so
start making
where's the
videos
next
because
skill?
everyone else is
So,
popping off on the
it's not
video
easy
chain.
per se.
So we're gonna stop the stream right here. I'm gonna put out a bunch of YouTube videos here within the next 24 hours, going over all this information. Yo, if you stop by, I appreciate y'all. Again, let's go ahead and hit that like button on the video if you like it. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna post some videos out
I
because
also
we
see
got
comments
some
saying
content
that,
to
"Oh, we
make.
wanna see Limit Break
All right,
3,"
peace, y'all.
But I'm afraid this is in this world that we created for the media tour, we don't have the debug command to